Good morning guys, welcome back to another vlog. It's Vlog029. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. It's technically day 3 of the daily vlogs, and for the last 2 days it has been absolutely wonderful. I actually quite enjoyed yesterday's morning sequence. Did you? You remember this music? Yeah, I wasn't listening to that music when I was actually doing it. I was listening to some other music, but yeah, of course, copyright reasons means I can't even show it. But anyway, did you enjoy it? Maybe I could do even more of that. That's the whole point of these daily vlogs, try and make things more interesting. However, this has been printing all night and it's still got another 3 hours or so to go. It's currently a stitch type character which is hopefully being printed. All the white stuff is just supports right this second, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be nearing the end of the support, so we shouldn't have to be changing so many colours all the time. I had a big huge pile this morning full of filament, but it's fine, we've got this. This morning's job for my work is customising this website, which is currently not live. You go to it, you'll see a coming soon page, but this is something that I am currently designing for a customer, and it's not doing too bad. We've got quite a bit of work left to do on it, but I've sent it off to the customer just to see if they're happy with it so far. If they are, then more work can be done. When it comes to running your business, and you do, for example, website development or do anything similar, if there's a point in your process that you can approach your customer and you can just say, hey, this is where I'm up to. I just want to make sure that this is exactly what you're imagining. Because if you don't do that, and you know 2 seconds later you've got a customer that goes, actually no, I was really wanting this and it's not exactly how I wanted it, then you're not going to spend 4 hours on a piece of work that you're doing for a customer for nothing, because of course by that point you've got to then scrap that whole idea, redo the next thing and see if it comes up. So if ever you come up with any sort of suggestion or come with any sort of work, check with your customer. It also means that it shows to the customer that you're working on their project, you got their interests and their ideas at heart, so it means that you have a little bit more of a better rapport with the customer. Those of you who don't know what rapport is, that's basically a relationship with the customer. The 3D print for the stitch is still printing at the moment. I believe we are very nearly there. We're about 95% away in this whole thing. We just got the top to print, but I'll tell you what, I have a feeling I'll be changing that one more time before the end, but that's probably about 3 loads of this whole junk. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything to do with these. There's nothing I can do with them. So the best thing for me to do is, unfortunately, put it into the bin, but thankfully it's recycled material and it can be recycled, so hey, I'm not wasting too much in the environment when it comes to my 3D printing side of things. And our little friend is very close to being done. Just a couple more lines to go. I believe we're about just over 3 minutes left to go, which isn't too bad. I didn't have much of the blue filament, which they're going to use all of it, which I didn't really want to do. So I used my white filament, which I seem to have got plenty of. So this seems to have worked exactly how I wanted it to go for this little stitch. And our 3D model has finally been done. Now just for the bamboo, just to present it to me. That's not too bad, is it? Not too bad whatsoever. Now of course this did have a big huge purge tower, which of course this kind of goes in there. But this is the pièce de résistance, or the print that we are looking for. Now it's just a case of cleaning up all of the support material. Then I'll be able to show you the exact build. And with majority of the white stuff removed, the stitch doesn't look too bad. Unfortunately, the right here, just there, has a little bit of a fault with it. Kind of snapped while I was trying to peel off all the little white bits, and if you look directly into the mouth of stitch, yeah, it's not a clean kind of break where all the support material is kind of melted up against the top, which is really annoying, but fingers crossed, the person who I'm going to give this to will like it anyway. Time for some injections. We'll be back in a sec. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you, darling.
Did you enjoy your vaccine?
Yeah, in both arms.
Yeah, you didn't have yours in both arms. You had yours just in that long.
I had both of them in one arm. Where was yours?
In both arms. So the original plan was I was just taking you to your vaccine and your jabs. But I was like, while I'm here, why don't I just ask them, is there any chance I can get booked in? And they went, yeah, we can get you booked in. How is 5:15, as in today? Yeah, fine. And I'm just going to have to make sure that I keep the camera onto somewhere steady because my arm's already dying.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my right arm. Don't. Will you stop hitting me?
We both had the jabs. That was a point today that both me and Jean weren't, wanting to take the dogs out after our vaccinations, but our dogs kind of need them, so just popping around the blocks, giving them all the sniffs that they need for the end of the day, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. If you can see lights behind me, that's Jean. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Oh, and by the way, when I said we yesterday, when I went out for the dog walk with Jan, I also meant with Jean as well. Just so you guys are aware. Hi, boss. Just so you guys are aware. Yeah, she walked too. Just so you guys didn't feel left out, or she didn't feel left out, because I think she did. She told me that when she was watching the vlog. Well, one thing we have worked out today is our washing machine isn't broken!
Yay!
Yay! Just the whole kitchen's falling apart. This is currently held together by tape and hopes and prayers, basically. The whole thing kind of collapsed and went... And we thought it was the washing machine. It turns out the washing machine vibration was kind of going...
Next thing.
And broke it. But for dinner tonight, we've got pasta and cheese. If you know me very well, you know pasta and cheese is my favourite meal of the whole entire century, apart from pizza. Which I do have pizza in the fridge, but I'll have that tomorrow. I've just had too much pizza for the last couple of days, so I'm just going to have pizza another day. But for now, I'm going to have pasta and cheese tonight. And, well, this was my pasta and cheese. Currently, just 2 bits of pasta with... Oh, a little bit of cheese! There we go, I have pasta and cheese. Unfortunately, that's all that's left. Well, it looks like the old three amigos, aka me, TK and Ryan, are basically just sat here on Discord talking about 3D printing. Well, 3D printing over at Geekcast. If you guys haven't checked out Geekcast, then why not do it yourself? Head over to geekcast.co.uk and you can see whatever's happening. Mike is currently sitting at his desk, and this is what's happening here. And we've also got this here. And by the way, why don't you go ahead and try to scan that QR code? If it asks you to pay anything, feel free to leave a donation. That goes over to TK. I don't know if it's going to be the PayPal one. Probably is. I thought it was. Go check out his 3D printing store. If you want to see anything, then of course, just go ahead and click it. Anyway, just currently printing off a lid, which is using this brand new rainbow filament that I'm using. And currently, it's not too bad. This is the container that it's going for. And so far, so good. I'm actually quite impressed with this filament. It's now 11 o'clock at night and I'm going to head off to bed. If you guys have enjoyed it, you know what to do. Click that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Till then, bye-bye.